Ron Peter OG here with some prize picks for the day. Today's date is 11/10/2022. It's a Thursday night. Let's get right into it. The first play I'm looking at is going to be from the Portland New Orleans Pelicans game. And I'm looking at Josh Hart. I'm looking at Josh Hart's rebounds. His prop on Prizepicks is 11. Let's look over here at Action Labs to see what they got him at. For rebounds and assists, they got him at a projection of 12.5, and you can see the prop at most of the books is 11.5. And at 11.5, the books pretty much are going on the under with this. You can see it minus 130, minus 145 to go under, to go over, plus 110, plus 102, plus 110, plus, and even over here. I think the books may have missed this tonight. On the way they're going on it. Let's go over to props.cash. This is props.cash. We're looking at rebounds and assists, and you can see he's went over 11 in 8 of his 10 last games. Let's look at him on the road. On the road, he's done it every time this season. 6 games on the road this season, he's went over 11 rebounds and assists. Over here, pretty neutral. New Orleans defense is against the shooting guard. Assists allowed, one of the worst in the league versus shooting guards. Rebounds allowed, one of the best in the league. New Orleans is a great rebounding team. That is something to look out for. This is Josh's old team. I think you get a very complete, solid game out of him tonight. And I'm going to go over the 11 rebounds and assists tonight. I like Josh Hart to go over 11 rebounds and assists. Second play I'm looking at tonight is Luka Doncic. Dallas, they are on a back-to-back. I'm looking at my superstar on a back-to-back. I like to look at the unders on a back-to-back for a superstar who played heavy minutes. Just players tend to, one of their categories are down on a back-to-back. So we're going to look at Luka. Let's see how many minutes he played last night. Look at his game log. He played 35 minutes last night. That's a lot of minutes. On the road in Orlando, got to travel up to DC for an early game. Let's look at him on Action Labs. Let's see what Action Labs got him at. And what I'm looking at is the points, rebounds, and assists of 48.5. Action Labs got him at 48.4. As you can see, over minus 20 in a lot of places, minus 10 in a few. So let's look at Luka over here on props.cash, and let's look at his points, rebounds, and assists. And we're looking at him at away games right now. So this season on away games, he's hit over 48.5 in 3 out of the 4 games. The only game he didn't do it was the last game where he had 36. So you can see over here, Washington's defense is middle of the road and a little bit above average for assist allowed. So green here would really favor Luka. Red favors defense. And yellow is just kind of neutral. They're kind of middle of the road. Against Washington, let's look at all games. One game last year, 47. Both games last year, 149, 147. Points, rebounds, and assists. Let's look at 0 days rest. On 0 days rest on back-to-back, he's hit that only 27% of the time, 3 out of his 11 last games. But he did do it the one game on a back-to-back this year against Orlando, back on 10/30. So this is a tough one because he's exceeded this number so much. Heavy minutes last night. They're favored by 3.5. I think the game is going to be close. And let's look at Luka's usage for the year. His usage is crazy, almost 40%, 39 and a half in 10 games. You know, his usage just went up year by year, and this year is just crazy. I kind of like his under on points, and I like his under on 48 and a half points, rebounds, and assists. Uh, his numbers on the road for assists and rebounds. Let's go here. You see, he had 6 rebounds last night, 6 assists. The previous game was a home game versus Brooklyn. Away game against New Orleans, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, and at Brooklyn's 11-14. At Phoenix, 9-6. And on the previous, let's look at the previous back-to-back he had, which is 10-29, 10-30, OKC and Orlando. 40 minutes that night. First night of back-to-back. He came back, played 37. The second night had 44, 5 and 3. Tough call here on this one, but I'm gonna go with the under. Luka under 48 and a half points, rebounds, and assists. Just think he's gonna cool off a little bit tonight. This travels from, this is just an hour flight from OKC back to Dallas, or was it a home game? Yeah, these are 2 home games. So these are 2 away games on the back-to-back. And I'm going to go with Luka under 48 and a half points, rebounds, and assists. Another play I'm looking at for tonight is Trae Young. Atlanta in home versus Philadelphia. And we're looking at his points, rebounds, and assists also of 37 and a half. Young is also on a back-to-back. Both of the games are in home. Let's look at Action Labs. Let's see what Action Labs got him at. They got him at a projection of 42. That number stands out to me. It's a lot. The projection is a lot more than what the prop is of 37 and a half. And you can see the books. Minus 115 to go over, minus 120 to go over, and minus 115 to go under, minus 122 to go under. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right thing here. Yeah, 38 and a half, minus 122 to go under that, 37 and a half, minus 115, and Prizepicks is giving us 37 and a half. Let's go over here and look at props.cash. These are home games last 10. He's went over that this season 4 out of 5 times. It's only 1 game. Defense over here, Philly's real good against points allowed because they play a little slow. Everything else is in yellow, which means they're kind of middle of the road, average defensively in those categories. Let's look at all games this season. All games, Trae has hit that 7 out of 10 games, 70% of the time, over 37 and a half points, rebounds, and assists. Looks like Atlanta's favored by 1 at home. Should be a close game, should be a good game. And I'm going to go with Trae Young to go over 37 and a half points, rebounds, and assists. So those are my picks for today. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know who you're going with. But those are my picks for today. Until the next video, peace.